Coming up on CityView, one raindrop at a time, the city's Watershed Protection Department unveils a new stormwater management program. Walk This Way, pedestrian improvements are headed to North Lamar Boulevard. And Community Court is celebrating 20 years and sharing some positive news about people experiencing homelessness. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Austin City Council recently took its first steps toward a new land development code by adopting the proposed code on first reading. This was the first of 3 required readings Council must vote to approve in order to adopt a new land use code. The last comprehensive revision of Austin's land development code occurred in 1984, more than 30 years ago. Staff will now work on a second draft of the code text, map, and staff report. Those are due out early next year. To stay informed, involved, and engaged on the progress of the city's land development code revision, visit austintexas.gov/LDC. The city's Watershed Protection Department is installing 12 large rainwater cisterns at Reilly Elementary School as part of the Rain Catcher pilot program. These cisterns will capture and slowly release large amounts of rainwater to help decrease localized flooding, erosion, and water pollution problems caused by the fast-flowing water of Central Texas storms. These cisterns and the 5 rain gardens already installed at the school will also provide a hands-on learning opportunity for students and serve as a model for homeowners and businesses interested in catching and releasing rainwater on their own properties. For more information on the Rain Catcher pilot program, visit austintexas.gov/raincatcherpilot. City officials recently gathered for a groundbreaking ceremony to celebrate signal and pedestrian improvements that are coming soon to North Lamar Boulevard. The improvements, which are funded in part by the 2016 Mobility Bond, will be among the first projects to break ground as part of the corridor construction program. By this time next year, community members will be able to use a signalized pedestrian crosswalk at Cooper Drive and new traffic signals at West Powell Lane, Fairfield Drive, and Grady Drive. The city will also install ADA-compliant sidewalk ramps, sidewalk connections, and high-visibility crosswalks at all 4 of these intersections.
And Lamar, being himself, having been a founder of this city and this state and the street named after him, not having complete sidewalks, having stretches that go so long that you can't even see between 2 safe places to cross just hasn't been right. And so people asked the city and asked for us to promise that we would do something about Lamar, and this groundbreaking represents us making good on that promise.
To learn more about North Lamar Boulevard corridor improvements or the corridor construction program, visit austintexas.gov/corridormobility. The Downtown Austin Community Court, which this year celebrates its 20th anniversary, has facilitated dramatic reductions in repeat offenses among individuals experiencing homelessness. It's done so by offering intensive and compassionate support as an alternative to fines and jail time.
Downtown Community Court, we see any Class C criminal offense that is non-traffic.
Good morning. My name is Judge Myerson. This is the Downtown Austin Community Court
that occurs within the Downtown Community Court region or geographic zone.
However, if the case is not worked out today, I'm going to set it down for a trial at a later date.
Every morning we have our arraignment docket and our walk-in docket, which consist of individuals who were cited for a quality of life offense in our jurisdiction.
Like I said, it could impact you as you go forward in your life.
And they are, brought in to see the judge.
Keep in mind that both of you are presumed innocent unless you're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
And the prosecutor,
Your Honor, permission to approach.
To take care of their citation.
And at this time, the state will move for a dismissal of this human waste case. He has been offered social services through the case management program.
At this particular court, I've served 4 years.
Come on back. Where are you in the process with Kate? So when the court was implemented in 1999, we were housed at the municipal court that first year. Back then, the work group was only about 10 people.
These issues are serious.
Community courts are supposed to be separate and apart from the traditional court system. Why don't you have a seat right here, sir? We're doing different work. Where are you with housing? As a case manager, which is what I was hired to do, what we were doing is assessing individuals that were repeating.
Because I don't see myself where I thought I would be, I guess.
Where do you want to be? Repetitively getting those cases. And they turned out to be mostly homeless people. When I took over, immediately we started working on a more comprehensive approach.
So we don't want to create any additional barriers for them while they're trying to battle the demons that they have while they're on the street.
Do you think this is a problem, or would you just call this one bad night?
I would 100% bad night.
Okay.
But we do see a lot of college students.
Students that get in trouble on 6th Street.
From UT or from San Antonio or from Waco or from A&M.
So if you're able to do community service, and if you complete that 6-hour shift, you're going to get 12 hours credit.
And we have a lot of soldiers is another big group that we get. All right, come on up here if you would. So my name's Michael Coffey. I'm the judge in the court. Treating the people in front of you with dignity and respect is just huge in this court. You don't have to prove you're innocent. The state has to prove you're guilty. People are people, whatever circumstance they're in. And many of the defendants that we deal with
Just also want to make sure you're doing okay. You seem kind of down.
have been in difficult circumstances for a long time.
You've known it, and you know you can do it. It's just, how do we get you there?
During the last 20 years, we've definitely evolved to be much more hands-on.
It's going to be a fight no matter what, but there is a process to do it. That's so daunting for someone not knowing where to start, and I feel like that's kind of where he's at. So letting him know, he might not know the first step, but we'll help him with that.
You don't see like a dead end?
No, I see like vast potential.
I appreciate that.
When you have success, it's an incredible success. So, but it takes time, a lot of time.
I really appreciate what y'all are doing.
Thanks, bud.
Seriously.
In the coming years, the court will help many more individuals move toward a path to housing and long-term stability. The court will also continue to partner in the city's efforts to effectively end homelessness. And now we leave you with some festive images from the Trail of Lights. Happy holidays, Austin. That's all for this week's City View. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Our next episode premieres Monday, January 13th. Thanks for watching.